last video we did the oil pan on the STI. I let it cure for like probably 48 hours. Either way, hoping it does not leak. I just tried out my 3D printed oil fill thing that I got off of Thingiverse a while ago. One of my first prints, and it worked out pretty well, I have to say. I checked the oil level, looks okay. Once I put the car back on the ground, I'll check the oil level again, just to double check it is okay. I'm also gonna be monitoring the oil, just so if there is a leak, I do catch it, but I think we'll be okay. This video, I wanna do something that I should have done a while ago. I wanna do it last year, just didn't have the time. And basically it is the transmission and rear diff oil or gear oil. Motul 300 seems to be back in stock. You can actually buy it again. Everything I got in this video, got it from Amazon. I'll link it down below so you guys can get it. I hate to admit it, the car has like 70,000 I think on it now, and I don't know if the gear fluid's ever been changed, so I really want to have this done. Should have done it a while ago, but it is what it is. Life happens. It's getting done now. Honestly, it really shouldn't be that bad of a job, but let me show you what you need. Okay, so the main things you're gonna need is, of course, the Gear 300 Motul 75W90. Happy to see this stuff is back in stock. I forgot to get some new crush washers, so I just have a bunch of assorted crush washers. If none of these fits, I will go ahead and reuse the original ones that came off the bolts we're removing. You guys can roast me in the comments, feel free. Another thing, you're gonna need an Allen 10. I took it to the scrapyard and it got full of rain, but it should still work. I also pulled out my big Allens in case I could not find that, but I did. You're also gonna need a T70. You're also gonna need corresponding ratchets. So I got a 1/2 inch and a 3/8. I believe this is a 1/2, yep. And the 3/8. You might need some extensions. I don't know, we'll see when I get there. I probably will need them, but I just haven't used them. Another useful thing to have is this like oil pump. Save your arm. It makes the entire thing a lot easier to do. Another thing I'm not showing what you're gonna need is a 24mm deep socket for the rear diff. I could have sworn I had one. I can't find it. So either I'm gonna have to see if a friend has one, or I'm just gonna buy one quick, just the single on its own, just because I'm sure I'll need it another day. Make sure when you get into this, you can break free the fill plug. Once that's broken free, we can have the drain plug removed. Once that's removed, we can fully remove the fill plug. You'll see when I do it. We'll get the transmission done. Shouldn't really be that hard. So here is our transmission slash diff. Okay, so we got two 10mm Allens, one here for our fill plug, and one right here for our drain, our little like oil pan, I guess you want to call it. And right here is our T70 for our other drain. So what we're going to do first is we're going to loosen up our fill plug. That's the 10mm Allen. Once that's loosened up, we can then go ahead, loosen up the drain plug here, and then that one right there, and then we'll be done draining on the transmission. This should be pretty easy. Well, I guess don't call it easy until it's done. I might have to bust out the breaker bar. Oh, that was tight. Let's get the first drain plug loosened up. By the way, the gear oil is nasty stuff. It stinks. I don't like dealing with it. Oh, there we go. Woo! Now I already know it's gonna piss out everywhere. I think we're free. There, fill plug is out. Ooh. Oh, I'm just getting it everywhere now. Made a bit of a mess, but it's not too bad. So let this drain. Once she's drained, we'll fill her back up. You can see there's a different crush washer for this one and like a copper one for this one. So I am wondering if the dealership that I bought this from did do a transmission flush already on this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think so. I would think these would be the same like this. This one I don't think I'm gonna have a crush washer that fits it, so we're gonna use it probably again. And you can see all the crud that just built up over time on the magnet. Go ahead, wipe this off. This is just like minerals or like metal shavings or whatever that comes off on the gears. Just clean it off before you put it back in. Everything that's coming out now, it's pretty much clean. I wouldn't really be too worried about it. Throw these back in. And the big T17 one's all cleaned up. Got all the gunk off. You might be wondering, what's the torque? My answer is I have no idea. I don't know where my torque wrench is. So we are going with hand tight. That is the torque. Okay, now that's all tightened up. It's time for the fun part. This, I think, like hooks in or something. I don't really know. I guess it just kind of goes in. We're just gonna pump our gear fluid in. That's the idea. Oh yeah, here we go. Well, that's nifty. We'll know it's full because what's gonna happen is you'll see it coming out from here. So once that is full, we can go ahead and close it up and we will be done the transmission. Then we just gotta do the rear diff. So I will get back once this is draining out. So we just finished with our 4th quart of gear oil. I'm just putting in our 5th now, and the magic number is 4.5, which it looks like we just hit. Sometimes 4 1/4 will do it, but it looks like we just hit. I don't know if you can see it, but we are draining right now. I'm saying that's full. Boom. Transmission's done. Got the 24 mil. It is amazing that where I live, I still have 1-day shipping on Amazon. I'm shocked. So off camera, I did have the car running for a bit, just to wake her up, get her running for a bit. Also, I needed to put air in the bags just so I can actually lower the front end and raise the rear end. So I already did all that. We got some forbidden hibernation juice. Let's get this done. This is your rear diff. It's pretty much the same thing as what we did up front with the transmission, except it's just 2 plugs. You got your 24 mil with the sensor up here, that's your fill plug, and you got your 17 mil here, which is your drain. But let's go ahead, remove our sensor. Just should be a simple push connect. Comes right out. Our 24 mil, see if it wants to come off easily. Yep. Let's try our 17 for the drain. Okay, that's free. There we go. You do not want to drop this in your fluid. Trust me, I haven't done it, but I don't plan on doing it. Surprisingly, something I have not messed up doing. I'll let this drain for a bit. Once it's pretty well done, we can go ahead and get ready to fill it up with fresh fluid. Once again, the drain plug is gonna have a bunch of goopies on it. Go ahead and just clean it off. As you can see, it's full of gunk. Just make sure you clean it before you throw it back in. And just like the transmission, we're gonna hook up our little pump into the hole. You go. Now, I don't remember how many quarts this takes, but it's really not much. If you have 6 liters of Motul, this should be good enough. Honestly, 5 might do it. I got 6 just in case. You can see right there, she's dripping out. I don't know, it's hard to see. But she's finally full. We can go ahead, throw our plug back in. Throw the connector back on. And we are done. Get all that excess fluid out of here. I'm just gonna wipe off my exhaust just in case I got some on it. And that's it. We're done.